Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.
Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here at the Paddy Power World Championship Media Day, and of course we've got Mr. MC himself, the one and only Mr. Johnny Mack. John, after so many years, do you still get excited about the World Championships?
Every single day. The nearer it gets, the more excited I get. I've done every one at the Ali Pally. It's mine.
No one's having it ever.
No one's having it. I missed one session once, and it was Dan
stepped in for you.
Yeah, I had to. Sadly, my father-in-law died, and I went away. I missed 4 matches, and I was back for the evening session. But yeah, it's mine. That's it. Bottom line.
I know that you like to watch and everything as well. You've been amazed how much the standard gets better year on year.
Yeah. What happens when you lift a bar in any sport is people have to meet that bar or they're not involved. And I think that's what's happened. You know, you had the great Phil Taylor when I joined, unbeatable in many ways. He raised the level, and then players had to meet that. Michael Van Gerwen, he got it straight away. Right, come on, let's get it. Let's get to that level. And they all did. And so many did. And now Michael's gone on and raised the level a bit more, and the next one will bring it a bit more. And before we know where we are, the bar's very high. But to compete, you have to make that bar, and that's what's happened, and that's why it's so good.
I remember when we went from the Circus Tavern to Alexandra Palace, and everyone was like, no, the PDC will never fill it, it won't work. But now, the way ticket sales have gone, that you cannot get one for love nor money. Do you think we're close to moving again? Maybe not from Alexandra Palace, but moving into the Great Hall and expanding that again?
It's a question that raises its head on many an occasion, similar to it does in the snooker with the Crucible, and you know, and it used to with the Royal Albert Hall with boxing and stuff, and that's above my pay grade. You know, I have a vision of where I want it to be. Who wouldn't? We all aim very high in this business. I would like as many people as humanly possible to get to at least one World Championship session, to tick that box and go and climb Kilimanjaro or go and tick another box, because it's that good. You know, it sells itself. And yes, I'm sure if we went to a bigger arena we would do well with it, but what happens when you go to these big massive arenas? Do you lose that little bit of atmos? I don't know if you do. It's too tough a question, Phil.
It's going to be a special World Championship as well. Obviously, your best mate in darts, Mr. Russ Bray, he's going to do the final, and it will be his last before he moves off to be an ambassador and do that. Legend, icon is overused in the world today, but we are going to say farewell on that Ali Pally stage to an icon of the sport, aren't we?
Oh yeah, no question. Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, I think Russ got it in the early days. You know, he was like, right, I'm up there, I'm the referee, I've got to stamp my authority somehow. He's got that very classic voice that, you know, it's one of those voices that sort of steeps in authority in many ways. Yeah, will we miss him in competitive darts? Absolutely. Is the role that he's going to do beneficial to the PDC? 100%. He's so well recognised around the world, you couldn't have a better ambassador out there. You know, Russ gets excited at the opening of an envelope. I mean, he genuinely loves this sport so much that you couldn't possibly ever let him retire. And he's done the right thing. You know, our calendar and our day-to-day business within the PDC is very, very hectic. We are very, very busy for a reason. We're the best, and because of that, I think Russ has done the right thing. I think we'll see just as much of Russ, because he will bring the PDC role he's got. He'll get more and more involved in the day-to-day running of the way we do our stuff. He'll be bringing players through. They're so lucky to get him, you know. Yeah, he'll be around.
And before I let you go, have you got a favourite Ali Pally memory you want to share with us? Your favourite?
Phil Taylor, I suppose his last ever walk on at Ali Pally will always be very special. I don't think the poor Chinese guy that fell over on the hockey, I mean, although people always mention it to me, you know, the poor embarrassment he went through, but that will always stay in my mind. Have I any great memories? I try my best, believe it or not, to make a memory for everybody there, because no matter who you are, you may get a chance once in your life to play there. I hope I can make it justice, do it justice. justice, you know. Other than that, it was great to see Michael Smith after, you know, being the bridesmaid for so long, eventually the bride. Yeah, this year, new name on the trophy. I'm going for it again, I'll say it, but I fancy a new name on the trophy. And I've been asked this question about Luke Humphries, and it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if he won it, but I fancy a new name on the trophy.
Johnny, mate, absolute pleasure as always, and thanks for your time.
Always.
Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championships.